So long, everybody. I hope everybody having a great day today. Today is a new day. Man, let me tell y'all, these pastors are not right. These pastors are not right. They're not even teaching the truth. They telling half-truths and everything, and it's wrong. They judging folks, and in the book, Yahuah, that Yahuah is our judge, our lawgiver, and our serene. They doing these tithes. We don't need to do tithes no more because Yahuah don't dwell in the house. He dwell within us. These folks paying tithes to make them get rich. That's the only reason they want them tithes. That's it. It's not going to charity or nothing like that. It's not going to them. And look what they got in the church house. They got the wooden crosses, like images of, it's J-Fell name. They got, they say called Virgin Mary on the stones at the church house and stuff. But did Deuteronomy say something different? That's why Yahuah warned us about that, like saying they reading the book but unable to because it's sealed. Then you have someone that don't read, don't even know the word. You know, they just going out just talking. But I'm backing it up with scripture. You see what I'm saying? These pastors not right. They not right. I'm gonna tell y'all what happened at my job. Me and this fellow was talking, and he was saying, "Who do you serve?" I said, "I serve Yahuah." And his son Yahushua, because his son Yahushua came down to save us from our sin. And he said, "You mean the J?" He said J name. And I said, "I will not serve that name that my ancestors were beaten into serving." And he was trying to say, "Well, you don't let that racism." I said, "That got nothing to do with race. I'm just telling you the truth. That's their mighty one. That's not mine. That's who they serve. I'm not finna serve that person. Man, no. I serve Yahuah and that's it." And so he was getting upset and everything. I was talking calmly. I'm just speaking from scripture. He tried to bring it back from like Old Testament and stuff like that. I said, yeah. I said, but the law still stand. I said, you saying like the law don't stand. I said, it do stand. But the thing is, Yahushua uplifted the curse from the Torah. That's the thing. He have love and compassion and mercy and his grace. You see what I'm saying? And we're not under that curse no more. It's uplifted. But the law still stand. The 10 Commandments, yes, they still stand, regardless. And I'm just saying, these pastors, they false. They not right. Y'all be careful. That's why I've been there to lift the church. They don't talk about the truth or nothing. They talking about circular. They still mixing up this paganism with the Most High words and stuff. I said, I said, no. Christmas, Easter, all this other stuff, man, nah, I don't want no part of it. So I left. I left because it's wrong. It's evil. It's a cult. And half of them, now, I understand half of them probably don't know. But when you try to tell them, they seem skeptical and stuff like that. I mean, that's why Ezekiel was saying about that my people lack knowledge. I mean, it's right there in the pudding. He already said, my people lack knowledge. If you don't seek him, you're not going to know. You're going to forever be blind. So I just want to let y'all know, y'all just be careful. Read and ask the Most High to give you discernment. Love y'all. Shalom.